Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the Critical Misses podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Rhea Sublett, and I would like to officially welcome you to Talesia, a land of wonder and magic. Well, at least it used to be. Past 50 years have been hard on the continent. Growing swaths of land have succumbed to swamp and desert, crops are struggling, and class divides are growing ever more distinct. It is in the midst of these difficult times that we find our adventurers, played by Lakin Davis, Epps, Deanna Davis, and Olivia Shaw. Before we begin, here's a little background on the village of Brookside, where our story begins. In the southeast region of Talesia lies a small village with a population of about 200, known as Brookside. Two main roads intersect at the heart of Brookside, the east to west southern road and the north to south eastern road, making it a local hub for trade and a convenient place to catch a night's rest at the Traveling Trout Inn and Tavern. Most of the locals make a living by farming, fishing, or selling handmade goods at the town market. It's a mild spring morning, and walking into town, we have Dee. Would you like to introduce your character? Just give her name and appearance.
Sure. Her name is Odemadra Brightflayer, and she is a war cleric for the Hella Bright Axe Dwarf Temple. And she is 5'6", bright red hair, and green eyes.
Yep, awesome. You received your, a few days ago, you received a letter from your guardian slash priest, Tigrum Silverflame, saying he has an old friend down in Brookside that needs some help.
That is correct.
Yeah. So, this morning you walk into town and you see a smattering of just a smattering of buildings. You see the inn and tavern with like its sign swinging in the breeze. You see the stone temple of Odemadra that's there, and you see a probably mid-60s half-elf with like salt and pepper hair and tan skin and kind eyes. And he is going around to some people that are just kind of gathered around what you can take to be like the marketplace building, with just like heaps of like stuff, like they're all traveling somewhere. And you can assume these to be probably the refugees that Tigrum mentioned in his letter to you.
Okay. So, you want me to go up and, no. You will let me do whatever I want. Can I go up and talk to that half-elf?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Odie goes ahead and just saunters on up to him and tries to strike up a conversation very charismatically.
Okay, sexy Gandalf.
Sexy Gandalf. So, hello, how are you? Where y'all going? Where are you from? What you doing?
You can assume to be the like local like brother. He happens to be a reverend brother, which is like just a senior clergyman. He looks at you and he says, "Oh, I haven't seen one of the Bright Axe clerics in it's probably been about 15 years."
Oh, really? Really? Do you know Tigrum?
Tigrum?
Yes.
You know Tigrum?
Yes. He is my guardian.
Oh, he's a good man. He's a good man. I am a revered brother, Thomas Pemble. It's nice to meet you. And he reaches out to shake your hand.
I go ahead and shake his hand back. And
Thomas what?
Pemble?
Pemble. Like Pebble, but with an M. No.
I go ahead and shake his hand back, say, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Odemadra Brightflayer.
Yeah. Are you by chance? Did Tavern send you down here to?
He did.
Oh, thank goodness. And he kind of like leans back and he's like, "Why don't we go talk in my office?"
Sure.
And he takes you into the temple, into like a back room, and it's not like overly adorned or anything. Nothing like that.
I'm sorry, we're not supposed to be quiet, are we?
No.
Okay, good.
I didn't know because we didn't exist yet.
No, you're good.
She has to speak us into existence
Yeah.
before we can talk.
You are not born until I say so.
You are not born until she says yet.
Yeah, bitch has not said yet.
Yet.
But yet she
Sorry.
has.
And now I'm alive.
Okay, so Thomas Pemble,
Mhm.
revered brother Thomas Pemble. He takes you into his office. The temple, it's very plain on the inside. It's just stone with just kind of ramshackle, like wooden pews, and like a very simple altar at the front. Although, Temple of Ilmater doesn't really do like Sunday morning church service. It's more of like a come as you will kind of thing.
Okay.
So they keep up a temple for stuff.
Okay.
But in his office, it's mostly just kind of papers scattered here and there. And he sits down in his chair and he instantly goes from like being this like pretty jovial man, pretty upbeat, to just looking exhausted and tired. And he says, these people up from Lynn Spring, are you familiar with where that is? Which, no.
No.
It's, Lynn Spring is just a few miles south of town. That's where all these people are from. I've tried helping, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know magic. I'm trying to use herbs, and it's not working. And really, all I can do is dull the pain. I have no idea where Brother Vance. He's supposed to be their priest. He just up and left like a week ago. I don't know where he is. No one knows. He just said he had urgent business and just skedaddled in the middle of the night. But I don't know. These people, they are sick. I don't know what it is.
Well, since Tygram sent me down here to help, I can definitely lend my assistance.
Yeah, I'll take you to a few of them. And he takes you a couple doors down to the market building. And you see everyone outside. They all look, kind of down, like they're all like they had to leave their house. And it's probably a smattering of like 30 people outside. But they all seem healthy enough. But he takes you inside, and there are probably 50 cots, and almost all of them are full, and people are kind of like moaning in pain, and if they're making noise at all, they're either unconscious from some of the herbs that revered brother Thomas was able to give them, or they are just not having a good time.
In obvious pain.
Yeah, you can see more details if you like walk up closer and look at someone specifically.
Okay. So I go and inspect some of the people, and how about I come back and talk to Brother Thomas Pemble and ask him a little bit more about Brother Vance?
Yeah, so when you go to look at a couple of these people. First, you stop at a human man, maybe in his mid-20s. He's sweating. He looks like he has a fever, but that's not the most noticeable thing about him. It looks like the veins in his neck and at his temples and his hands are turning black.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. And you see the same thing when you go. There's an elderly woman a few cots over. There's a young child, small boy, maybe about 8, 9 years old. And they all have the like blackened veins, fever, and they all seem to be in some sort of pain.
Can I try to cure wounds on them?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Okay, so let me roll that. 7 plus my spellcasting modifier would be 4. I believe.
I don't know how you know that your spellcasting modifier is 4 off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'm
like,
I would have to
yeah.
look mine up.
I'm like, how is that weird? I don't even know where that is on my
That's the
sheet.
spell attack bonus, right?
Your spellcasting
It's your
modifier.
spellcasting ability
Oh.
modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So
That's
wait a
fine.
minute.
Yes.
Numbers.
That is a lot of numbers, and I'm sitting here like, whoa, wait a minute.
It is. That's bad.
So I will say,
What's this one?
when you reach your hand out and you place it on the forehead of who do you want to try the cure wounds on?
The child.
The child.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to get better. He like goes into a sleep, but you can see the like blackness like slowly receding from his veins, like it's dissipating, and he seems to not be hurting. He just seems like maybe he needs to sleep it off, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
But yeah, so at that, we will cut over to someone.
Hey, yo,
gonna
hey, yo,
be-
hey, yo.
It's gonna be
Feel it in my heart is the 2 D's in a row. That's right.
A few miles to the southeast, a small wooden raft floats out of the dense fog in the murky swamp surrounding the mistwood. On this raft, a small shiitake mushroom pseudo-dragon the size of a small cat whimpers as it paws at its sleeping companion.
Aww.
Lakin, would you like to introduce your character?
Just make her cry.
Dude, the third time tonight.
Like, brief
gonna
description
cry
of her
every-
appearance. If you want to say her class, you can.
Yes. My character is Fusarium, Gloom. She is a Circle of Spores druid. She's very pale white, almost alabaster skin, so like opalescent, kind of shiny, shimmery. Jet black hair, black eyes, very spooky. She loves her black leather and emerald green accents. But that's my girl.
That's a vibe.
That
It
is
is like
my
our group
Leather
all decided to pick the same aesthetic for our character.
I'm eating too, but yeah, that's where we're going. She's also not wearing shoes.
Cool.
Just that's important.
Likes to feel there.
That's important. She does. She's a druid, so she likes to feel connected. You know?
Earthing.
Yes.
So, Fusarium Gloom, you wake up gasping, covered in sweat from a nightmare.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Do I recall anything from the nightmare?
You see Miso.
My baby.
You do remember your nightmare. You remember. Give me a wisdom check. Or you could do intelligence if you prefer. I imagine you'd probably want to do wisdom since that's.
Yeah, we're gonna do wisdom.
Yeah.
12.
12. So you remember, you remember being scared, and you remember feeling lost, and you remember there being something like either chasing you or you chasing it. You're just glad to be awake.
Thank you. I think that you and I both.
And we're just like,
What?
Apologies
could
from our
discuss.
real session 0.
Are we allowed to?
But
Yeah.
that's
Time
that's
is
not
no.
knowledge. You don't know that. Your character doesn't know that. I'm sorry. I did that to us.
okay.
But yeah, so you remember that. You look around. You don't know where you are. You don't know how you got here. And the more you think about it, you don't remember much of anything. You remember who you are and what you can do. But everything else is not so much blank as behind a thick layer of fog that you can't seem to see past.
Block.
Yeah, do you want to roll me a perception check?
I would love to roll you a perception check.
Sorry.
Not with that dice though.
It's a
We're gonna do this one. It matches my aesthetic, so we'll go 5.
That's Sparkle Boy.
18.
18. Nice. Okay, so you see, you are at this, strange, almost, unnatural, boundary of fog. You cannot see past the fog that is behind you. And you get a kind of spooky vibe from it.
Spooky.
You get a sense of dread when you look into the mist. When you look around, it looks just like a swamp. There's not really any wildlife around. No creatures really hanging
They're
out.
just silent.
Yeah, it's eerily silent.
I don't like that.
There's no birds flying overhead, but there is, you see, what looks like a rope fashioned from vines of some sort is tied to your raft, and it's going into the water, away from the fog, towards where you could presume potentially the shore to be.
Well, I'm just gonna first make sure Miso's okay. We're gonna
Yeah.
give him a little scritch. Good boy.
Yeah,
Thanks
he
for sticking
does
out with
a
me.
little yeah, he purrs a little bit, and he just rubs up.
Next I'm going to say, hold on, buddy, and then start pulling on the rope.
Okay, yeah.
Onto my dad.
Yeah, so as you pull it, it starts to lift out of the water, and it's pulling on something, so it's dragging you towards something. And as you come out of the less dense fog, you can see trees and shoreline up ahead of you, but you can also see on either side of you old abandoned buildings that have presumably been overtaken by this swamp, because they're in standing water, but no one would have built these in water like this. So presumably this swamp is growing at not exactly a slow pace, because the buildings aren't in horrible condition. You know, no one's been in there in a hot minute, but they're not decrepit by any means. Yeah, and you finally get yourself onto shore, and you see there is an old, overgrown road in front of you, heading north.
Is it safe to hop out? Is it okay? I'm gonna tell him, Miso, hop on my shoulder, and we're gonna step out of the raft and
Step down the road.
yep.
Okay. Back to the outskirts of town, another traveler sets their eyes on the sign for the traveling tout inn and tavern, and her stomach rumbles in anticipation. Deanna, would you like to introduce your character, the same as the others?
I am Erralimos Frazil. I play a Blight druid. She's got really dark blue hair, pale blue skin, blue eyes, everything's blue. I'm a frosty bitch.
Frosty bitch.
But I'm also
Are you in the
real
blue man group?
hungry. I am in a Blue Man group. I'm blanking on what else.
Yeah, so you walk into this town and like you're hungry, man.
I'm
Like
super hungry.
so hungry.
A little hangry.
So you don't really pay attention to like it seems like there might be some people gathered a little for a couple blocks down the like main road, but you don't really pay attention to that. You are getting you some fish.
I just follow my nose.
Yeah. And you see the sign swinging over the door and you walk inside and it's kind of dead. Like there's an old barkeep woman behind the bar, like scrubbing stuff down, doing bar stuff. But there's not really anyone around except for maybe there's like two people in a booth in the back just kind of talking to each other in low whispers. And there's another couple with a small kid in another corner just kind of having lunch.
Alright, Era walks straight up to the bar.
Yeah.
And I have heard that there's a fish fry here that tastes like the most amazing thing in the world.
The old woman behind the bar, you see her ears are slightly pointed, so she's probably a half-elf, you could assume. She kind of sighs, and then she turns around to look at you, and she kind of does a double take. So that we don't get many al-Hazred in these parts. You seem to have come an awful long way, but
Literally for the fish. I'm starving.
no fish.
Excuse me? Do you know how long I have gone?
I demand to speak to your manager.
I would cut my hair right now. And make a little poofy thing.
The carrot
Her
cut.
hair
You
is
gotta spike it in the
quivering.
back too.
I've got a comb, I'll tease it.
We've got ale, we've got a little bit of honey branch mead left, but if you've got the coin for it, sure, but
Mead, absolutely. But, do you have food?
I'm sorry, but all of our food right now is going to feed the refugees down the road.
Flip a table.
I'm a refugee. I'm not from
So
here.
none of that food is fish either. I don't know if you heard,
I'll
but
settle at
the
this point.
the waters around here aren't good right now.
This is very disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the swamp coming up too fast or what it is, but yeah, she you sure you want the mead? It's 5 silver. Or an ale for 5 copper.
Yeah, I don't.
Do
5. I have 5.
I don't. I'm gonna have to pass for now. I don't even know where my. You've completely baffled me. I'm sorry.
You have a couple. I'll say you have enough copper to buy yourself an ale.
An ale.
I don't even want any more.
Settling for everything.
Yeah.
I'll take an ale.
Okay, so just
An ale.
Taking
does
it
anyone
out.
else not know their money count right now?
My D&D Beyond says I had 30 because I had 30 gold because I had a
I started at
modest.
5, so you might start at 5.
That's what it told
But
me.
that's fine.
I did-
30 gold is good.
I would imagine
That's more than
that
5,
she
yeah.
would have been prepared
She
leaving
was.
home.
Yes, they gave you a pretty nice little purse for leaving home.
Whereas
so-
I've been in
If
the
it's
woods
worth
hiding.
anything.
yeah, so you've probably got like
I have a tree branch.
you've probably got a few copper. You probably got about 5 silver.
That's less than 5 gold.
Oof.
Jesus.
And
Do I really want to spend that on mead?
Gloom has no money.
You lost your purse in the fray.
You lost
I don't
your
even know
purse.
what's going on, so.
And you probably have about 10 gold and probably 5 silver.
Cool.
And a smattering of copper,
Okay.
which no one cares about. But
Are you looking through your pencil?
Yeah.
But yes, so you have 5 silver and a smattering of copper to your name. Do you want to spend all your silver on?
No, I
Fantastic.
really had my heart set on a fish fry. If
Okay.
I can't get that, I'm gonna walk out here and check out these refugees.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna blend in by the end of this.
You walk outside
You're
and
gonna
you
blend
see,
in.
With the refugees, yes.
There are bright blue neon signs, sweetheart.
yeah,
I'm so hungry.
you walk outside and you see what looks to be some sort of priest, I don't know, who is walking around talking to this dwarf with this bright red hair and this like shiny silver plate. And I'll say, Odie, you look up just in the middle of just chatting with Pemble, and you see a blue person.
Well, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Who's she?
And Thomas Pemble looks over and
Super gay romance.
Me and Dee somehow turn everything.
Oh, dude, we haven't done this.
She's
Pretty. Pretty.
yeah, so Thomas Pemble looks over and he goes, "That's a blue person."
I know. I said she was pretty.
Hey, traveler, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Era.
Oh, lovely to meet you. I'm revered brother Thomas Pemble, and he takes your hand.
Why are you revered?
It just means that it's a fancy word for senior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just seeing if there's something
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I just got into town.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome. I'm sorry that it's not a super place to visit right now.
Super.
It's all right. I heard it was a place for refugees, as myself.
Something tells me you didn't come from the town just south of here, did you?
No, was I supposed to? Should I have visited there first?
No, I would not recommend visiting there.
Why? What's going on there?
Well, all of these people that you see are refugees from that town. Something there, we think maybe their water is making them sick, and their priest left, and we don't know where he went. Yeah,
That is unfortunate.
that is. You seem. Do you know anything about like plants and stuff? He kind of looks at like your get up and he sees like you have some like dried plants that have all the life sucked out of them.
I'm really good at making dried herbs. I'm great at it.
Well, maybe you can help. And he takes you in to like kind of catch you up to speed on how people are sick. He shows you the room, and would you like to go with them?
Yes, I will follow the pretty lady.
Okay. Alrighty. So then
Cody's got a bad crush already. We were like 20 minutes in.
I'll just wait until I meet you two. This is gonna be fun.
Yes, a dirty swamp monster. I love it.
A couple miles to the east, a young adventurer walks into the tavern of a small town, if you could call it that. It's probably more of a hamlet, really, but
No.
it's lunchtime, and your tummy is rumbling, and there seems to be a small tavern. Olivia, would you like to introduce your character?
I sure would. So my character's name is Khalida al-Hazred, and she is.
What month is it? It's like April-ish.
Yeah, it's like early spring.
She's like 17 and a half ish.
Yeah.
She's pretty young. She is a Shadowmancer from a place called Tenebris, and she is on a journey trying to find a few things for her rite of passage.
I should probably describe her, huh?
She's
Yeah.
like 5'10", kind of like not quite gaunt, but kind of like willowy looking. Like she's just like a little clumsy, a little awkward in her skin, but there's kind of like a little bit of a grace to it that she's definitely not trying. It just kind of happens. She has long, thick, curly black hair that she kind of keeps braided to keep out of her hair or out of her face, and she has bright emerald green eyes. Kind of like a.
It would match well.
Yeah, we do. We kind of go together. And she has she's not fair skinned. She's maybe medium complected. I don't know. If you were building a character on Divinity, it's probably right smack dab in the middle of the slider. I don't know how to describe it better.
Tan.
Tan. Not white. I don't know.
She's color.
D's color. Sure. I don't think I can do that. Is it allowed? I don't think so.
I just said it. Yes,
She's
it's allowed.
Okay. D said it. Anyway.
Yeah, so you walk into this little tavern and you don't really see anyone behind the bar. No one's really inside.
Hi. Hello. Yoo-hoo. Anybody here?
A very tall, very broad-shouldered, buff woman stands up and she says, "Hey, girl,
Yes,
where are you
ma'am.
coming from?"
I'm just kind of wandering. I don't know. I came from that direction. I don't
Yeah.
really remember the name of the town, but
You said enough.
sorry.
As long as you didn't come from the opposite direction, you're good.
What's the opposite direction?
No, nothing but trouble. Over there in Brookside, they're full of refugees from some little village just south, and they've all got some sort of sickness. I don't know what it is, but I don't want any of that coming into my tavern, spoiling my food, ruining my ale. Mm-mm.
Two things. One, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Maz.
Maz! Okay, thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Maz. And two, you said sick. Do they need help? Are they okay?
I assume
Do you
so.
know?
Although I don't know. There was some sort of preacher that came in here probably about a week ago, just
Okay.
looking to get out of town real fast, and he stayed for a few hours, but he paid for several days, and I haven't seen him since. So I can assume whatever it is, if he's running that fast from it's not good.
Oh, was he okay? I got a couple more questions, if you have time. So he was running. Was he running with anybody?
Not that I saw, but
Okay.
I mean, it was late. I was half asleep. He comes and barging in here, and hell, I sleep on a cot in the back, and I was just happy to have business. I don't know if you can tell, but it's been a little dead around here.
Well, if I get a quick snack to go, which I'll pay you for.
I would certainly hope so.
Yes. Well, obvious. Well, yes. Would you mind talking to me a little bit more? I don't know where I am. Do you? What town am I in?
Well, this is Hillhearth.
Hillhearth. Okay.
Yeah. You probably won't find us on a map, but yeah,
Okay.
you're in Hillhearth.
I'm not really from around these parts.
What are you familiar with?
Nothing.
How lost are you?
So very lost.
So very.
Do you have a map, perhaps?
No, but I know there are some of them cartographers up in Lake Rise. If you head on up there.
Okay, which direction is that? Is it
North.
from the way I came, or the way you told me not to go? Or
Okay, so you seem young and naive and stupid enough to want to go check out what's happening in Brookside.
I might pass through it.
Okay, that's kind of perfect. You're going to go straight to Brookside, and when you get in the heart of Brookside, this road you're on is called the Southern Road.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to turn right to take
Okay.
you north along the
Right.
Eastern Road.
I go
And that'll
north
take
on the eastern road.
correct. It's because it's on the eastern side of the continent. There's like a square, there's like a north road, and an east road, and a south road,
Oh.
and a west road. And then there's a few others around.
You
but
guys do things weird here.
I guess.
Okay.
Um,
Perhaps.
where?
She's
here,
getting lost again.
honey, Honey, this is the world.
So I'm learning.
Interesting.
Oh no.
You're strange.
Do you have any cheese I could take with me?
Are you a mouse?
Naz just kind of shakes her head and she's like,
Maybe some bread too.
okay. And she puts like a roll and like a lump of cheese into a thing. She's like, you just take it. Just take
Please
it.
go.
I thought I said I would pay you.
It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
Okay.
Just go.
Um,
Just please leave.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna take that with me, and I'm going to head to Brookside. And as I walk out the door, I'm just gonna do a little wave with minor illusion and do like a little rainbow as I leave.
Okay.
Thank you, guys, and then peace out.
And you're just thinking, people are so nice here.
Like, wow,
I love this place.
The
oh,
innocence.
she's so nice. Okay, I guess I'm going to Brookside.
Yeah, so you spend, it's only a couple hours walk to Brookside from where you are, but excuse me. You notice, actually, give me a perception check, and I'll tell you how much you notice.
I don't know which one I trust. That one?
That one's pretty.
It's pretty.
I know.
Are we
That's why you should
trusting
be. Huh?
The worst roll here,
Mm.
worst roller here
Yeah.
at this table.
What'd you say, perception?
Yes.
Where is it? Sorry. Perception, that's a 13.
A 13. With a 13, you get probably about halfway to Brookside, and you see there's like a junction with what looks like an old road that hasn't been used in quite some time. It's like kind of overgrown, and you can hear a raven cawing.
Damn.
Really?
And
Just start looking up. Here? Here.
Gloom, while you
That
are working your way up this path, you see in the distance a young willowy teen standing at the intersection, going, here? Here. Over there.
No, I'm talking up, but pointing down the road, not just like, wheel.
I ain't at a break.
Just for clarification,
You should have definitely clarified.
sorry, she's naive and energetic, not insane. Maybe insane. I don't know. Hard to say.
It's looking maybe a little bit better.
I see her and I'm like, oh, thank God. Help. And I run up to you and I'm just like, hi.
Oh my goodness, hi.
Where are we?
I just learned we're somewhere between Hill Hearth and Brookside. Who are you?
I know my name is Fusarium Gloom. This is Miso. Let me show her.
Hi, Miso.
Very, very cute.
Can I call you Phil?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. I don't think I've ever had a nickname before. Ever.
Well, great.
Yeah. Where are we going?
I think we're gonna go to Brookside. This lady at the bar, she was so nice. Oh, you look a little hungry. I just got some bread and cheese. You want some?
I love cheese. Can I be secretly lactose intolerant? Absolutely. I think I would really love cheese. Like, let's give it a try.
Okay. So I'm gonna rip up, share just food with her. I'm gonna say, this really nice lady at the bar, the tavern that I just walked in, her name is Naz. She told me that there are some people in Brookside who look like they might be sick. So I was gonna go check it out, and then I'm gonna try to find a map, because I don't know where I am.
I also don't know where I am.
Do you want to go with me?
I would love to go with you. Do you think that they, have showers there? I've been, grudging around this, dirty water. It doesn't smell right to me. It's not a good situation.
Question.
An answer.
What is a shower?
It makes you clean.
Okay, I can work with that.
Have you not taken a shower before?
Well, I've gotten clean, but I don't.
How do you clean yourself?
Are you-
Are you a cat?
No! I usually find some water, or I don't know, a
Just
bowl
sprinkle
or
it down. It's way easier than a bath. Let me tell you. It's gonna change your world. Try it next time.
Okay. You might have to tell me more.
Food.
Got you.
Will you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Why?
You said you're lactose intolerant!
Yeah, exactly.
You really do have.
You're setting yourself up.
No. 6.
Oh, your tummy's a rumble.
That's like explosive. Like I don't feel so good.
You're gonna need to find like
New pants?
A latrine.
not new pants, but like a nice bush, maybe, or like preferably like a building with facilities.
Okay. We need to go now.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's do it. We're going. Where are
I
we
think
going?
it's that way.
What were you staring at in the sky earlier?
Well, you know, I thought I heard a bird.
Just a bird?
Just a bird, and
Um,
sometimes they help
for
out.
you to know,
Yes.
you didn't hear a bird.
Well, I said, what is she looking at? Oh, I didn't.
You
You
okay.
didn't hear the bird.
But you specifically did not hear a bird.
Are you sure it was a bird?
Yeah, it sounded like a raven.
I haven't heard anything out here since I woke up.
Huh.
Weird. Oh, well.
Let's go that way.
It's fine.
We'll be okay. I'm just following you around.
So you guys walk for a little bit longer, and you see
so much
a
about
town.
me, so like I want to be his friend.
You instantly clock the tavern, and you can assume you do remember what a tavern is. You can assume that they have some sort of bathroom.
I'm running in, like, holding my butt. Like, I'm scared.
Oh my god!
Do they have indoor plumbing?
I don't care at this point.
That's why I asked what a shower is. I don't know if this is like old school, like if it's like Middle Earth. Or
In this realm, a shower would be like a bucket with like 3
Holes.
very small
Okay.
holes.
okay. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm
words.
still gonna smell swampy, but, like, with different water.
Okay.
And it's kind of like an outhouse, but inside, and there's some sort of like very low level magic spell to just
Okay.
keep the smell from
Gotcha.
wafting.
Gotcha. So I run in after her into the tavern, and I'm assuming she's gone, so I'm gonna talk to the barkeep.
Oh yeah. She looks up and she goes, "Oh, y'all in a hurry?" She just
I don't
kinda
know.
looks like.
I'm not sure what's happening with her quite. We had a little bit of food, just cheese and bread, but I'm fine. She's not. So
She has the dairy sickness.
what's the dairy sickness?
Some people get sick when they eat dairy. Often they choose to eat it anyways and suffer
Why?
the consequences.
What?
Because dairy is delicious.
I mean,
I want some cheese.
sorry. I
Yes.
should show.
What's
her.
a dairy?
Is that what cheese is? Is cheese dairy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my.
Yes.
Well, thank goodness I don't have it.
I guess so. How do you not know?
Listen,
Never mind. Are you going to buy an ale or something?
I
for your
feel
use?
as though I should.
Yes.
I will take an ale,
I'm
please.
destroying the bathroom.
And
do you want an ale or you want some of this mead?
I think I'll take an ale. And then probably one for my friend as well. Whenever she gets back.
She sets 2 ales onto the bar and she says, "Oh, that'll be 5 copper for the 2 of them." Yeah, she takes it and she goes about her business, washing glasses and whatnot. And Fu, I will say, your episode, as unpleasant as it was, is over.
Oh, brief.
With no damage.
Tragic, but brief. Oh, I feel so much better.
Lighter.
Lighter.
Someone needs to order this mead because she's pushing it.
I don't trust them. I don't trust.
I don't trust
When
it.
the DM pushes something,
I don't
Yeah,
trust
I don't trust food.
Did-
When the DM pushes food, I don't trust.
Am I allowed to ask questions when I'm not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have, you can ask out of
Did these
character
people come to town sick?
Yeah.
That's what
I would
we're made
assume.
to believe.
Need.
Well, they said water.
They said the water from the town over.
Mhm.
Where was
How do
this
you make
mead
mead?
made? Ask where this
Oh,
Does
mead
mead
was
have
made.
water?
The mead is from Honey Branch, which
That's-
is
oh,
the
okay.
family capital, like several.
That's the little
Awesome.
lesbian.
That's the lesbian halflings.
Gotcha.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet them.
We will all fit in so well.
Yeah, we will.
So I'm gonna look at, or Callie's gonna look at Fu, and she's gonna be like, so I was talking to this very nice lady here. Oh, excuse me, what's your name?
Deborah.
Number one.
Deborah. I was talking to Deb, and Callie's gonna give everyone nicknames whether they want it or not.
No, it's Deborah, dear. Deborah.
I know. I just give my friends nicknames.
Okay. She just like sighs.
I was talking to Deborah, and she was telling me you might have dairy sickness.
What's a dairy?
That's what I said!
I don't know what a dairy is.
I think that cheese is dairy.
Oh, okay.
So maybe stay away from it. I'm assuming that wasn't great, whatever happened.
No, it wasn't. So just that cheese? Not all cheeses.
I guess we'll have to find out.
You?
Listen, I'm new, and I don't think she remembers anything.
Hi, how have you guys survived this long?
Well, clearly
Well, it's only been an hour, so.
clearly you both were hit in the head when you were kids or something. But
I don't remember that.
Me
I
neither.
would assume not.
Jesus.
All cheese is dairy.
So just cheese. Then why don't we call it dairy?
Also milk, but milk from an animal.
Milk.
Where
What's milk?
You remember what milk is.
this could
So,
go
like,
on
what
for hours.
To prevent me from
All
dying.
animals?
If there's, don't just go milk any animal.
Okay. So that's okay. I'll just get my cookies and water.
God, you're the worst. She
Hateful.
Get out of
Why?
my tavern immediately.
You need to
No cookies and water.
I slide you the ale that I bought you. I figured you could use this.
What
We've
is
walked
it?
a while. I
Just
think it's
different?
ale.
I chug it.
Yeah.
Like one
Go
go.
for it, yeah.
One go.
It's just like their house saison, like nothing fancy.
Classy.
Mm.
Spicy,
Yeah.
but classy.
Yeah, it's got that like nice horsehair texture on the end.
What?
Ugh.
It's
Right.
a beer thing.
I drink beer, but I've never heard of anything called horse
I
hair.
have.
I'll tell you about it later.
That's,
Well, so I feel like I have to now.
Like the rest of the game if we don't talk about this.
So a lot of saison is like has a horsehair like taste to it, which is really like it sounds disgusting, but it's
It's just funky.
It's not real
funky.
hair.
Yeah,
But it's not like
it's
a
the
hoppy
name they have
taste.
given to the funky flavor of saison.
Oh, you were saying that
Alright.
you feel hair in your mouth.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
what I thought. It was like the texture.
Who
of hair.
knows?
I
Choose
couldn't
that.
I
tell.
said texture. I did not mean texture.
Okay.
Okay,
We can move
so
on.
Callie's gonna say, so I was talking to a Maz. I think that direction. She said I was in Hillheart.
Oh, up in Hillheart.
Yes.
Oh,
and she said
I'm sure you gave her a time.
she gave me some bread and cheese for free. She seemed very nice.
Roll me an insight.
Okay. Let's find that. So we're gonna do this one. Inside. Natural 20.
Yes.
You can tell from her expression, Maz does not give people free food. Unless she is absolutely desperate.
Or she loves you.
She really likes you.
Oh, well, she must have just really, really taken a liking to me.
I'm sure that's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
So, anyway, she said that she was really glad to hear I wasn't coming from here because there were some people that weren't doing so well.
Oh,
They
the
were-
refugees.
Yeah, can you tell me what's up with that?
Well, you could go talk to the blue lady. I'm sure she's been filled in.
Blue.
I like the color blue.
Well, that's good. You remembered that.
No, I just saw some blueberries on our way in. They're really pretty.
You'll have to show me later.
Yeah, so you walk out of the tavern and you very quickly see where all the people are gathered. And you do indeed, you see a tall dwarf, like very tall for a dwarf, with, shiny, bright red hair. And next to her is someone you've never seen so much, like, just vibrant color on a person.
I haven't seen much vibrant color.
Yeah, you really haven't.
Here. Or people lately.
Yeah. But you see this just like, you'd think she was an elf, but her ears are longer and she's blue.
Mouth drops open.
Yeah, I was gonna say Callie is shocked, but
Just
like
staring.
so excited.
Our
And
entire
Odie
party
and
was
Era, if you would like to roll me perception checks.
All of us?
No, just you two.
Just
You two.
The two
The
Deannas.
Deannas.
the two being stared at right now.
If I am proficient, I add modifier and the proficiency bonus.
Just
And
add the
perception.
modifier. The proficiency bonus
Yeah.
would be
Yeah,
rolled into that modifier.
perception is a skill.
I have a 19.
19?
I have 9,
9. What'd you roll?
a 6.
So +3 for her.
But you're proficient in perception?
Mhm.
Okay, so then it should be 11.
Oh, I thought you said no, don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said that because I would have thought that it was already.
she doesn't do the D&D beyond.
No, I couldn't figure that out. I'm kind of like Callie in real life.
Aww.
Wow, yeah.
That is like why you are so precious.
Aw, you just want to throw me an elf honey, don't you?
But I would say you both got above a 10, so you see a willowy, not quite grown, not quite adult girl, and a like opalescent shiny figure in black leather just staring at you, mouths agape.
The opalescent woman is staring at me.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
The distaste.
Can I help you guys?
Hi.
Shit, this is gonna get really cold really fast. I'm so sorry to stare. I'm guessing that's probably rude around here, but you are both just so beautiful. I've never seen anybody so brightly colored before. This is truly wow.
I forgot that we are also just like similar, like just black everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the goth girls just
Yes.
rolled up.
So we're super
Accident.
colorful, and you're just
No.
Whoa, fairy goth, black goth.
Yes.
Yeah.
all right.
You're pretty.
Thank you.
Did you know you're blue?
I've noticed before. Yeah.
It's nice.
So Callie doesn't really know the names of her colors. so she's like making a mental note. She's like,
This
that's
is
blue. Okay. Noted. Which she just doesn't say that out loud, but just so you guys are aware. She's like, blue.
Very blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Were you born blue?
Yeah.
People can be born blue.
Yeah. We're from the Winter Court.
What is that?
It's an area of the Feywild that.
What are they?
At this point in time, your brother Thomas Pemble comes over and he says,
Poor Pam.
Are you suited?
Do you need a cold compress?
My goodness, he
Right.
places his hand on your shoulder, Food, and he says, maybe slower and over a meal would be better for these questions.
Please,
Callie?
over a meal.
Callie instantly gets her hackles raised because she doesn't like it when strangers touch her friends.
Okay.
She gets very defensive about her friends.
We're friends.
We're friends.
Oh, we're friends. Yeah.
Are
So,
you about to beat a man of the cloth?
Yes.
and she's not gonna murder. No murder yet, because I feel like it's too early for that. Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi. What's going on here?
Oh, okay.
And
well,
she's going to slowly slide his hand off of him.
Okay. No touching. I will remember that.
Thank you.
My bad. He goes on, he tells you about how these people started about a week ago, right after their priest just up and disappeared. They started falling sick, and they all drank from the well, which feeds from an aquifer that also feeds the stream. So people are afraid to eat fish out of the stream. And he mentions, he's not had time to go check Brother Vance's office, so he doesn't know if he left anything behind. He's been too busy taking care of people, but you all four seem pretty, you seem naive but intelligent. I see he clocks your spell book.
Yeah.
And so you seem like you know a thing or two. You look dangerous. Shiny but dangerous.
Shiny but dangerous. Love it.
And you two have kind of been helping me out a bit already. Would the four of you mind going and checking out Brother Vance's stuff?
Not at all.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so we just got asked to go check out Brother Vance's bullshit.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. And you all agreed. So Thomas Pumble, he looks at you and he says, yeah, it's just, maybe 20, 30 minutes walk down this road here, and he points to, so the way the Eastern Road intersects, so the Southern Road lays like this, because it's
I get
at
that.
the south.
I get that it's a
Yeah.
bus. Callie does not.
But, so the Southern Road is like along the southern edge of civilization. And the Northern Road intersects like a T into it, but there is like a
You mean Eastern?
Eastern Road, the Eastern Road that goes north to south. I have done this to myself,
I'm all
and
done.
now I have to live with it.
Like I said, Callie real life.
Yeah.
It's not making sense.
But directly across from the Eastern Road, there is a thinner, less maintained path that continues south. That goes to the village of Lynn Spring.
And this is where we're going to find Brother Vance's stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
So you all walk down into the village. Well, village is an overstatement. There's only like 80 people that live in this town, and you see the town. The town that is laid out here before you. So when you walk in from the direction you all are sitting, you see in the center of town is, you can assume to be the well, and there is a large tree that presumably used to grow up and over the well, but it has since died. On the other side of the well, there's a tavern and a nice little outdoor bar area. There's the church to the left, and what you can presume to be Brother Vance's home right next to it. And then there's some more houses and stuff off to the other side. But there's a lot more wood went into these buildings than stone. It's not as wealthy, and it wasn't doing as well as Brookside, but it is still, a decent area. It's not far from the little trading hub. But it is a ghost town.
I was gonna
A little
ask.
tumbleweed rolls in front of you.
I was gonna ask if I could tell if there was anybody else remaining that hadn't gone with the refugees.
You do see, it looks like there is some activity inside of the tavern.
inside the tavern.
Yes.
Hmm.
Also, just for reference, I've been talking your ears off the entire way down.
I'm absorbing everything and taking everything you say like very to heart. Like I believe everything.
Erin's just rubbing her temples and wishing she bought that mead.
Odie's just sort of enthralled with the fact that these two are getting along so well and still wanting to pet you.
Okay.
She wants to pet you.
Oh, and there's Miso right there, and you want to pet me.
Yes, because you're blue. She's also opalescent, so Odie's really getting the hankering to want to pet her too. Miso is also very cute.
So we're just coming in and
Yeah.
seeing this.
Yes. So you see this town. It does look like there's someone rummaging around in the tavern. But other than that, the town is desolate and empty.
Era walks up and just peeks down inside the little
In
well,
the well?
and says, well, well, well.
Why are you like this?
I just took psychic damage in real life. No, I actually love it.
But actually.
Roll me
But really.
an Arcana or investigation or perception.
And perception.
Oh,
Ugh.
9.
just a well. There's some water down there.
Aaron, do you
It's like
see
kind of
something?
slimy.
What is that?
Like not like the sides of the well are slimy.
Like almost empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a gross well, guys. I don't think
What is
it's-
it? What's it used for?
Water. Water goes in here. You bring it up on the bucket.
Oh.
Drink it.
Oh.
Maybe don't drink that one. I think that's the well that that guy that touched you. He said that people were getting sick from it. So I wouldn't
Probably
drink it.
should try it.
You think it'll taste good?
No, I'm kidding. Please don't.
You actually are not kidding.
Kinda not kidding.
But I have to be friends. So. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to be shicey and be like, hey, can I check it out? But can I check it out?
You can.
So Callie's gonna look because we were told that the well was in Shewood.
Yeah.
What would you like me to check out there?
Tell me.
I'm looking. I'm looking
Oh.
to see if there's something
You
like
can
what's
do
up.
like investigation or Arcana or something in that vein. Perception, if you like.
We'll go with investigation or Arcana because my modifier's the same. Woo! That was a natural one. I'm just so
Yeah,
overwhelmed.
there's a lot
I
going on.
just-
The,
I
the
yeah.
glint of Foo's like opalescent skin is bouncing the light, so it shines on Era's
Damn.
blue skin, and you are just
Beautiful.
It sparkles.
You want to go in the well, but you're like really distracted.
I'm gonna be so excited because I've never seen a well before in my life, to my knowledge. So I'm also gonna run up to it and be like, "What is it? Where does the water come from?"
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like that.
It's very specific, right?
Oh, no, you're not wrong.
Not bad.
20. 20.
Nerd.
You remember using wells before.
Got it. I remember wells.
well.
Yeah, you get up, you get your hands on it, and you like have from the fog of your memory emerges like, oh, I've used these to get water before. You remember how they work.
Can I try and crank it? Since I
You
remember.
can, yeah, it cranks fine.
I want the water up here. I want to look at it.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a couple minutes, you crank the pail down, and you bring the water back up, and
Why are we so messing this well?
give
Because
me
it's what's causing the trouble.
It is.
give me like an Arcana check or something.
I hate that I rolled a natural one on that because my Arcana is so fucking high.
Oh, and
Fine.
I'm
Mine's
negative
on.
1 on that.
16.
You get like a hint that like there's something going on funky in this well, but it's not from like it's not related to the swamp.
There's something.
There's something funky going on.
Something stinky.
Someone
Some
did
sauce.
something to this well.
Sus.
I'm gonna say this well isn't working. It's not right. It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
At that point, bursting out of the tavern, this woman comes out. She said, "Don't drink that." Okay. She like sees you like poured it back down, I assume. And she's like, "Okay, don't drink that water."
Hi. We were just trying to figure out. I think a man maybe named Pemble or Pimple
Oh, yes.
sent us here.
Revered brother Pemble. Yes.
Yes.
He's a very good man.
Okay.
He's been taking care of us. I'm Tracy. I'm just down here getting a couple things from my tavern, trying to, scrounge what kind of leftovers that didn't have anything to do with this damn well. So I can take some food up to put less stress on, the folks up there. But yeah, Brother Vance, he scooted out on us. So, maybe.
Do you mind if we come to your tavern and talk to you a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on in. And she opens the door. Actually, no, she doesn't open the door. She pulls up stools to the outside bar.
Oh,
Because,
It's a nice day.
Pedal
Fancy.
Tavern.
Fancy.
Can we see some menus while we're here?
You don't want me to cook you any food from here. I promise. I'm sorry.
No one is giving me food. This whole trip has been a bust.
I have some more cheese.
It's dairy.
Do you know the dairy sickness?
Oh.
Or do you have the dairy sickness? Because if you don't,
I would
not
say
fun.
Era fully knows what the dairy sickness is because it is a Fey invention.
You bastards!
Sorry, guys. I had my heart set on fish.
I'll share what I have left.
Share.
Here. And she just gives it to her. Some cheese, a little bit of cheese and bread.
Just like eat it with your mouth.
I'd take a little nibble and kind of press the rest over to you. No, thank you.
Okay. Odie?
I'll eat it.
Just share cheese.
Yeah. And she said, "Well, what do you all want to know?"
What's up with the well?
You tell me, honey. I don't know. I just suddenly people that started, it was the first several people, came to do their Sunday laundry and various other sorts of stuff in the middle of town. Usually they set up some bins and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know, everyone just started getting real sick, and
How have you not gotten sick?
I haven't drank from the well for probably about a week and a half. I live mostly on ale, and I got a steady buzz going.
Are there other water sources in town?
No, the closest next water source is that stream up in Brookside, but it feeds from the same water source as the well. So,
Well, where do you make your ale?
well, yeah. At the end of every harvest season, we put it all into a bucket or into a barrel. We seal it up, and it ferments, and it gets real nice.
So, the water,
Mhm.
is it from that well?
It is, but we made the ale like a year ago.
Okay, so this is, okay.
Yes, it's old water.
It's old water. I understand now.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
how long ago was it that people started falling sick?
Well, it was the next day after Brother Vance left, so it's been about a week.
Is there anyone left here in town besides you?
No, and I just came back for an afternoon to grab some stuff.
Wait, so Brother Vance came here and then when he left?
Yeah, Brother Vance, he was just our town preacher, and I mean, he was always kind and nice, and
But when he left, he was in the water.
he had we do have, a couple carrier pigeons out back, just as you do, and he got a letter, some sort of scroll, and it had the same black wax like all the ones from the church do, but this one didn't have a stamp in it. It was just, the wax just dripped down, and I don't know what it said, but it might be in his office.
Do you think you could point us? Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, his office, and she points to the little building next to the church.
thank you so much.
All right. Well, if
And then
there's
she does her
no
bagel.
food here, I'm happy to go.
You do go up to Brother Vance's office, and the door is locked.
Oh,
Damn it.
this is when you need a rogue.
Maybe, maybe not.
Or
Is there any other entrances?
I mean, there's a window, and the door is wooden.
You want me to warhammer that bitch?
I was gonna say, I don't think Mage Hand would open it because it doesn't do locks.
Also, what is
Could
that?
do 10 pounds of force though. I'm just saying.
It can't hit.
Yeah.
Mage Hand is not Big B's hand, unfortunately. Though I will be getting that later.
Can I whip it?
Is there glass in the window, or since it's like a poured
So
thing,
it's-
is it just kind of a hole in the wall?
So it's not fully glass, but it's mica. So it's like I don't know how familiar you are with
Not.
At all.
this. Yeah. So
Oh, I know, I know.
muscovite is very like it's shiny and kind of see-through, and it forms in like very thin sheets that are, and so it can flake
it
off
easily
really
breakable?
easy. Yes. You could put your fist through the window. If you wanted to.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Before we do that, though, we gotta think. If it's locked, there might be something in there that we don't necessarily want to scare away.
Can we peep in the window really quick?
Oh, that's smarter.
I'm
than you.
peeping.
Roll me a perception check.
I just dumped chips on my sheet. Just give me a second. Oh, it is. I'm not gonna see anything. I don't see anything.
Okay. What was it?
Or
A 4? It looks like an office. And like there's a little bed in the corner and a fireplace.
it looks cozy, guys. We should go in.
Is the fireplace
Let's
lit?
No, but it was at one point. You can tell there's like
One would assume that the fireplace has a chimney.
Let's go
yes,
down that
there's a
bad boy.
chimney. It's a
Wavy little Callie's gonna Santa Claus her way down.
Or
Or see if she can.
give me a dex check.
No.
She's not letting us get away with shit.
I know. I knew that this would be the case. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, you slide right down Santa Claus style and you are good to go. You don't even get ash on you.
Woo! Love it when there's no ash. So she's going to. I would like to just as I get down there, just do a quick little check and make sure that there's nothing that's gonna kill me as I start walking through the room.
Perception?
Okay. You're lucky tonight.
oh, you
Skull
Yeah,
splitter
you
dice,
are.
everybody. You said perception.
Yes,
That would be a 10.
There's no one in here and you don't see anything that poses an immediate danger to you.
Okay. Bitch said yet. I'm gonna go unlock the door.
Bitch dead yet? Come on.
Yeah, you
Okay.
unlock the door, everyone comes in. So the way I'll do this next part is instead of all of you rolling investigations, I'll have 2 of you roll, and the other 2 of you, if you so choose, can give help actions to the 2 rolling.
Investigation. I will do it.
Not me. I'm not proficient.
Not me.
I
I'm
will-
-1.
Wait, okay.
I'll say perception or investigation.
I'm good at perception.
Okay, so we want
I can
Callie
do-
and Era
yeah.
to roll
You
with
want-
advantage.
I'll help with advantage. So roll twice.
Yes. Take the higher.
Do we both do advantage?
Yes.
Investigation. 22.
Okay,
Nice.
16.
16. Okay, Callie, I have a thing for you.
So excited, I love things. That's just me. That's not Callie. That's probably
It's
Callie.
Exactly, Kelly.
So, before we get, actually no, we'll do this first. So, on the ground in the fireplace, next to the fireplace, you see what looks to be a piece of parchment that fell out of the fire and only got burned about halfway. And there is a smudge of black wax on it.
Fancy.
Fancy.
She's gonna open it
She gonna read that bitch.
and she's gonna read it to everybody. Hey guys, found this. It looks a little burned, and it says, "Brother Vance, your immediate burnt to Vilter is come. Tell no one. WH are headed. Be blank the full moon." signed RM. I'm gonna pass it around so you guys can see it.
Huh.
So it kind of looks like he might have gotten summoned. Can I try to make out? Would I probably not have any like being someone that has interacted in temples a lot? Would I know any of the nomenclature? Would there be anything that like?
So
Clues.
I would say actually, if you wanted to help Odie do a like religion check.
Yes.
Do you know? Surprisingly, I have a +6 to religion checks.
Woo, girl. Hang
That's
on.
Yeah.
So Odie, if you would like to roll with advantage,
Advantage.
since you are
I'm
more
proficient.
familiar with the local religions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit, I either got a 3 or a 7. Which one do you want?
The higher.
Yeah, it'll be 8.
Well, so with an 8, you know Viltir is the like capital of the Temple of Ilmater. It's a city-state. It's like a sovereign city-state.
Is it like the Vatican?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know RM probably stands for Revered Mother, which is above. So there's Brother Vance, who's just a brother. There's Revered Brother,
Who is humble?
Pemble. So he's like a senior clergyman. And then, you know, somewhere above them in the hierarchy of that church is like, there's like a mother father and a revered mother father
Okay.
figure.
Hmm.
Lower than the figurehead of the church, higher than revered brother Pemble.
So if we're talking like presidents, it's the AVP. Then.
Something.
Okay.
Something like that. Or if we're talking Catholic Church, it's somewhere in between a
cardinal.
bishop and
Okay.
the Pope.
There we go. Okay.
Gonna have to brush up my Catholicism.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know
Ish.
anything about that. So you find the note, and Era, with your 16, you find this empty jug. The cap is kind of haphazardly put back onto it. It's empty. I'll let 2 of you make Arcana checks with help actions on it.
I'll do Arcana.
No, you don't want me.
Nope, you don't want me either.
Okay, or just Callie can do it with advantage.
Can I get double advantage if all 3 of them help?
The mythical double advantage, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So should one of us just do it?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if we probably won't do well. Sorry.
Advantage.
And you roll with advantage.
One more.
Oh, bitch. That's a.
Oh my! Oh, she got natural.
Oh, nice. I rolled a natural 19 plus 6, so 25.
Yeah, so first off, this jug smells horrendous. But you
Does it smell like the well?
Yes.
Okay.
With that nat 20, yes.
Yes, it does.
It smells like the well, and the lid has some sort of like binding seal on it,
Like that.
which is like usually used for containing something, and not just like containing liquid either. It's like containing some sort of creature or magical like effect of some sort.
Okay.
Am I able to like scrape anything off of it?
Would you like,
Like, is there
mage
basic-
hand
With
to
the nat 20,
scrape?
you know that you should not do that.
Okay.
Would an identify tell us?
Oh, I have detect poison and disease.
I think you already determined that it's.
Oh, yeah.
Would
I'm
that
just trying to do
tell you?
something.
Would that tell you specifically what it is?
Or just that it exists.
Just that it's there.
Okay.
Would an identify?
You could cast an identify on it. Let me double check on the wording of that.
I was gonna say, my question is, are we doing material components?
If it has a,
It does have
you
a.
do need a pearl worth of, you need 100 gold.
Yeah,
or a
which
pearl worth
we-
100 gold.
We don't have, so
Correct.
I cannot
So you
do
cannot.
an identify.
Womp womp.
Which I have prepared. It's not prepared. I would just do it as a ritual anyway. But
But yeah.
so can I just whip out a little mage hand and kind of collect it up and like wrap it up in whatever kind of scrap of something that I have and just put it in my pack and we'll bring it with us?
Yeah. Absolutely.
so that no one else finds it or hurts themselves.
Can I continue poking around and see if there's anything else worth?
Yeah, you can. You don't really find anything else. Just some like papers. Like he seems like he, genuinely like was like passionate about his work. He would, write like little like mini sermons. He would give when he like occasionally held like a service. And he just had some notes and just normal regular guy stuff.
All right. Well,
Do we know
should
when the
we
next
check
full
the
moon
church?
is?
The next full moon is probably about a week away.
Okay.
Did you say check the church? Is
Yeah.
that why it popped in my head? It's
Yeah.
probably because you said it, huh? I agree. Maybe we should check the church.
Yeah. So who is exiting the house first?
Me, because I'm tanky, and you got that look on your face.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Bad
I no idea what you're talking about.
Poker face.
Mhm.
We're gonna get you a mask.
Yeah, I need to just.
Should I just roll initiative now?
So you walk outside, and the well is in front of you, and you see a like slimy, watery hand reach up from outside of the well and grab onto the ledge.
No.
Why the hell are we doing the break?
Pull,
When did we do this?
I don't like it.
and up comes this blight made of water and ooze, and the vines and the twigs surrounding the well start to come alive and morph together as well. And everyone roll initiative. And that
18.
is where we will end our episode.
I also read
Alright.
18.
Yay! I rolled a 17. Don't forget to add your don't forget to add your initiative.
We'd like to thank Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming for sponsoring the Critical Misses podcast. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode, but until then, blessed be the sufferers, and may Ilmater take your pain.